But I have to say that I also feel conflicted because so many of my fellow actors that are deserving don't have that same privilege.
You wanna know who's in my top 10? Yeah. Me, and me again. Run and tell them that it ain't pretend. No fake news, CNN.
Hey there everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood nerd here. My name is Tyra and welcome back to my YouTube home. Today we're just going to be talking about what we can learn from Joaquin Phoenix. As you guys may know, he won a Best Actor award at the BAFTAs last night, and he decided to take the courage and talk about in his acceptance speech. He decided to amplify what Black actors and people of color have been saying for literally years now. And it kind of goes around what Brie Larson was even saying in her acceptance speech that got her demonized and considered a social justice warrior. So I'm going to play the clip and we're going to talk about what we can learn from this situation.
The BAFTA goes to Joaquin Phoenix for Joker.
I feel very honored and privileged to be here tonight. BAFTAs have always been very supportive of my career, and I'm deeply appreciative. But I have to say that I also feel conflicted because so many of my fellow actors that are deserving don't have that same privilege. I think that we send a very clear message to people of color that you're not welcome here. I think that's the message that we're sending to people that have contributed so much to our medium and our industry and in ways that we benefit from. I don't think anybody wants a handout or preferential treatment, although that's what we give ourselves every year. I think that people just want to be acknowledged and appreciated and respected for their work. This is not a self-righteous condemnation because I'm ashamed to say that I'm part of the problem. I have not done everything in my power to ensure that the sets I work on are inclusive, but I think that it's more than just having sets that are multicultural. I think that we have to really do the hard work to truly understand systemic racism. I think that it is the obligation of the people that have created and perpetuate and benefit from a system of oppression to be the ones that dismantle it. So that's on us. Thank you.
Do you see how that's incredibly offensive?
Yes, I do. That's why I said it.
So now I'm hearing crickets. All of a sudden, the YouTube algorithm changed, and these YouTubers aren't talking about what Joaquin Phoenix said.
Oh, do you guys hear something? Because I don't.
They're not demonizing him a social justice warrior, or are they? I don't know. It's been very, very silent. I mean, if it was Brie Larson, I'm pretty sure we would have had tens of videos talking about how she's furthering some social justice warrior agenda and stuff like that. They would have loved to cash out on Brie Larson, but since it is their man, their Joker, they're awfully quiet. And you know, I think what we can learn from this is that there is like a huge hypocrisy going on, because when Black people have been saying this, we've been ignored. Do y'all hear something? Huh? They're trying to push some woke agenda on Hollywood. When a white woman, when Brie Larson says it, you guys hear her and you guys decide to, let's attack her. Let's demonize her. She's some social justice warrior. She's trying to put out some agenda or something like that. But when a white man who has educated himself on an issue and decides to speak on it, you guys can hear him now, and you guys are silent. You guys are silent. That's when you guys learn how to respect other people's opinions and voices. Interesting. Now, I think it's really important for you guys who are watching this, if you guys don't already know what systemic racism is to kind of like, use Google wisely, because not all sources are credible. So use credible sources and go research what systemic racism is. I kind of talked a little about it in my what we can learn from Brie Larson video, and again in my what we can learn from people of color representation and remakes videos. So you guys can watch those if you guys want a brief little history on that. It just touches the surface. It's systemic racism is a very huge issue, and America was founded on it. So literally in politics, you're gonna hear about it. In media, you're gonna hear about it. In your everyday life, you're gonna not even notice that it's there because it's just so ingrained in America. So I don't want Joaquin's message to get lost. Go research it, go educate yourself on it, and you'll see that it's common sense why people are speaking out on it, because it's injustice ultimately. So I think it's very important that we don't get so focused on who's saying it, but rather what they're saying and stuff like that. And I think it's important that we don't let other people influence us, and we go out to educate ourselves and form our own opinion about the issue. Lastly, I think it's important that we all can find the courage to stand up for what we believe in. Granted, I do believe what Joaquin was saying in his speech, because again, I've been saying it on YouTube for a couple weeks ago, but in my real life, I've been saying this. I know plenty of other Black actors who have said this. I know plenty of people who are talking about this and getting educated on it. And sometimes what a message needs is that we need someone who looks like the person the message is being directed to kind of amplify what we're saying, because realistically, people aren't going to listen to people who look like me. People aren't going to listen to women who look like Brie Larson. Sometimes they need a white man to say the exact same things that we are saying. It's sad, but it's true. So I think it's important that we all not be afraid, that we all take some courage and stand up for what we believe in, stand up for our educated opinions and beliefs, and not feel ashamed of it. That's all I have. It's just what I've been thinking about. So with that, enjoy your day and embrace the geek and stay thriving, my friends.
Hoes mad, 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 hoes mad. Hoes mad, 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 hoes
I know, it's funny.